Hi guys, West Country Explorer here. I'm out with Amy again today, and today we've come to Hindhead Common. So we thought, we were hoping it was going to be a nice sunny day, but it's a bit nippy and a little flurry of snow as well. Bit cold, yeah. So a bit surprised to see a little bit of snow on Easter Monday, but hey ho, all part of the joys of living in Britain. So anyway, yes, Hindhead Common. I'm going to show you around a little bit, but the main reason I brought you guys here is because back at the end of the 18th century, a sailor was murdered by three guys, and the three guys that killed him, they were hung and gibbeted, and the gibbets were put in the area near where the crime happened. And there's a couple of memorial stones in the area for the memorials to the incident. So I thought I'd bring you here and show you it. Well guys, I hope you enjoy the video. See you in the main vid. Well, this is Devils Punchbowl area, just here. There's quite spectacular views out there. In previous centuries, the main road from London to Portsmouth would have run along here. I think that would have been it, sort of just along there, come along. Or the Turnpike Road at one point for quite a long period of time during the 18th and 19th century. At one point the A3 ran along here. I'm assuming this would have been the route of the A3. But obviously now, since 2011, the A3's run through the Hindhead tunnels. So, taking it away from this area. Yeah, but like I said, Devil's Punchbowl, lovely views, and the route of the old London-Portsmouth Road. I'm pretty sure this bit would have been the site of the old A3. I'm guessing. I don't know the area all that well. Yeah. I was just over there saying about how the London to Portsmouth sort of old coach road used to run along there. It used to be a Turnpike Road, and the old A3 used to run along here somewhere, but obviously I was just saying on the video, in 2011 they completed the Hindhead tunnels, where the A3 now goes through the tunnels. So what was the route of the old A3 it's now been turned into footpaths and stuff like that. So yeah, just showing them the views as well. So guys, here we are at a stone, sort of memorial stone to the sailor. Basically in 1786, a sailor, we don't know for definite his identity, but he was making his way from London to Portsmouth, and on the 24th of September 1786 he stopped at the Red Lion Inn at Thursley, where he befriended three other sailors. Can't off the top of my head remember their names. I'll stick their names in the description. Right, but anyway, he was there, befriended three guys, and while there he was buying them food and drinks and that, because apparently he'd been given a golden guinea from his last trip, from his last sort of job out at sea, so he's using that to buy them food and drinks. They all set off at the same time, continued their way along sort of the Turnpike Road, coach road, and they then set upon him, did him a brutal murder, stole his clothes. They were caught a few hours later down in Rake. Can't off the top of my head remember the name of the pub they were in Rake, but they were caught trying to sell his clothes in this pub. So they were taken off to court, tried, hung, and then gibbeted a bit further up. I'll take you to the site where they were gibbeted. Like I said, this is sort of the area where the sailor was killed. I think his body was pushed down there and found later, from what I remember. Now what I'll do, guys, is, I know the inscription's a bit hard to read, so what I'll do is, I found the inscription online, guys. I'll stuck it in the description for you to read. Right guys, so I think this bit we're on now, I think this was the site of the old Turnpike Road, and that bit I was down on earlier on, the wide area where I was recording the Devils Punchbowl, I think that would have been the old A3 before they built the Hindhead tunnels. So like I said guys, don't know this area very well, so my geography might be a little bit off. If any of you are local to the area and got better geography than me, feel free to drop a comment. So the three guys that were gibbeted, it would have been somewhere in this area. Got to be a little bit careful, sort of families with young kids around, don't want to get them in shot. But anyway, it would have been somewhere in this area. In 1787 they were put in the gibbet. Their bodies were up for about 3 years. I think it was around about 1791 there might have been a storm. There was a storm and one of the bodies fell out of the gibbet then. So like I said, quite a while the bodies were here. And because the three bodies had been hung here, a lot of fear and superstition of the area grew up amongst the locals. So in the 1850s, this Celtic Cross was put here as a way of helping to sort of dispel some of the fears and superstitions of the area. And like I said, the Turnpike Road would have been the old sort of London-Portsmouth road, would have been along there, where the sailor was murdered, sort of just over there a bit. So this area here, sort of right next to the old Turnpike Road, would have made a good spot for the gibbets to be hung. Because I think I might have mentioned in one of my previous videos when I was talking about Jack Appleton, that's probably the first video I did actually. But anyway, yeah, as I mentioned in I think that video, people were put in gibbets. Part of the reason it was done was to act as a deterrent, as a way of saying to other people, if you commit a heinous crime, this was what will happen to you. Oh, sounds like motorbikes going by. So yes, that cross was been there since the 1850s, so almost 200-year old now. And like I said, some rather spectacular views over here. Sort of, we're quite high up, so spectacular views all around. Well, we're on our way back to the car park now, guys, but I thought I'd do a quick bit of recording. I don't know if you can see it very well on the video, but we are getting a little bits of flurry of snow, so I thought I'd do a bit of recording just to see if I can get it in shot. So I'll have to watch back and see if I can see any of myself. So, but yeah, very nippy, very nippy. Yeah. Well guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I think probably about 20 years ago, a guy called Peter Morley did write a book about the sort of murder. See if I remember the title correctly. I think it was Who Murdered the Sailor at Hindhead? I think that was the title. So I've ordered myself a copy from a local bookshop, and I think you can probably still get copies on Amazon. So as soon as that copy arrives in the post, I'm going to have a little read of it. Now, Peter Morley argues the case that the sailor that was murdered might have been a Edward Hardman, I think the surname was. But anyway, yeah, this book's about who the sailor possibly was. So I'm looking forward to getting that book and having a little read of it.
Hello!
Amy's back. I'm just doing the outro, yeah. So, yeah, so had a good little walk, hadn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw us, we're still in love after all these years of marriage. So. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed watching the video. Like I said, if you're interested in reading out about who the sailor might have been, see if you can find a copy of the book online. In the description I'll put the exact title and all the rest of the book. And in the meantime, guys, thank you for watching. The usual sort of likes, dislikes, comments, all the rest. You know what us YouTube video makers like and enjoy. We do like a bit of attention. And until the next video, take care, stay safe, God bless.
Bye!